Hi, what's up? How is it going? Today's video we are going to looking at how to create a social media flyer in CorelDraw 2020. So without further ado, let's step into it. So let's go over and just make a very an object, a square object. Let's make it 9 by 9 inches. Okay, so let's change it to white. Before we go further, what we are going to do is to locate the what's it called, this is the name of the company, so let's copy that to create the logo. So right now what we are going to do is to go ahead and just paste the name here. So let's go over and just change the fonts to Futurati. So after that, what we're going to do, let's go ahead and create what's it called, silhouette car. So right now let's go ahead and just do that. So go over, make a copy just like so, then you go over, right click to convert to curve, then you go ahead with a shape tool, put this angle just like so. So for a very perfect treatment, all you needed to do is to just go ahead and just range this 2 points, then you drag it in just like so. After that, make a copy of this object to the other side, then you wet it all up. Wet, automatically you're gonna really will have a perfect object. So right now what you're gonna do is to just make a copy just like so, then you go ahead, let's create the body of the car. So what we're going to do right now is to go over and just right click. So before we go further, let's go ahead and just use a shape tool. Let's give it round shape. After that, let's make it a bit wider, then you go ahead, make a copy of this downward. After that, go ahead and create an object just like so, then you go ahead with your shape tool, drag it in to have a very round shape to it. Then you go ahead, or shift key, select the object that you created, then you go ahead to display stream. Automatically it takes you here, then hit Ctrl K to break that into pieces, delete the upper one, then you leave it as this, change to black, then you drag it down a little bit. So make a copy of that to the other side. Good. So go ahead and just create some kind of object just like so, drag it in, copy it to the other side. Good. Group, center it within the object, then you go over group all of this. So after that, go over and create object in between. Good. Make a copy downward. After that, drag that in, then you combine, Ctrl L, center it within the object, then you go ahead, center this as well within the object. That makes it regular. Combine that, center it within the object, select the whole thing, center it within those objects, then you go ahead and change it all to black, combine. Good. It takes you here. So right now what we are going to do next is to go ahead and just create a circle just like so. Good. So afterwards, make a copy downward just like so. Let's wet that within that. So what we're going to do is to go ahead, use a shape tool, drag it in to shape it all up, then you center it within the rounded object, wet it all up. So after that, what you're gonna do is to change that to yellow, golden yellow, send to back, then you leave that as black. So let's go ahead and create an object on top of that object, then you go ahead, let's create some kind of key like. So let's just create an object on top of that, then you go ahead to right click, convert to curve, go ahead with the shape tool, double click, double click, double click, then drag this dot inward, go ahead, double click on that, double click, drag this inward, then you go ahead and just double click right here, double click to add a node, then you double click. Good. So wet it all up, combine, wet it all up, change to black, then you go ahead and just select the car in between, send it to front, then you change that to white. Good. Can you see that? Center it within the object. So I think we are good to go with the, what's it called, with the logo. So right now let's go ahead and just create, hit Ctrl K, then change the fonts. Then what you're gonna do next to go ahead, let's make the starting text cap. Then you go ahead and just double click once again, then give it a slight, what you call fonts. Good. That's good. So right now let's change this to capital letter, then you let this be at the center, just like so. Good. So let's go ahead and just create what's it called, shape. Select shape tool, then you drag it in just like so. Right now we are good to go with the logo. So what we're gonna do next is to go ahead and just turn that part off, delete. So let's go ahead and create the main body. So what you're gonna do right now is to go ahead and just bring in this, Control page up, then you go ahead and just bring this, let's leave this as this right there, then you go ahead and create some kind of circle right here. So after that, let's change that to golden yellow, then you go ahead and clip that into place, into the object, then you hold Alt key, select the object, then you position it somewhere just like so. So make this a bit bigger. Let's go ahead and turn this, convert it to a bitmap, then go ahead and change to grayscale. After that, what you needed to do is to apply shadow, locate your drop shadow, then you apply shadow just like so. Can you see that? Let's go ahead and just blend that. Let's make it 70%. Good. That's good. Go ahead to object, locate, break drop shadow apart. Good. Can you see the outcome of that? So let's just make a copy of the shadow. After that, what you're gonna do is to send that to back. Good. So after that, make a copy, send to back as well. Good. Make a copy again, leave that at start. So let's select the whole thing, then you group it all up, Powerclip into place just like so. Hold Alt key, adjust the picture just like so. So let's go ahead and just create some kind of effect right here. So let's screw that just like so. Good. Reduce that. So what we're going to do is to go ahead and change to yellow, golden yellow, then you change the inner one to white. So let's go ahead and just apply shadow. Good. So after that, let's go ahead and break our shadow into pieces, set outline to black, outline to none, then you clip that into place, adjust that so we're center back. Good. So we are good to go with that. So right now the next step is to arrange this text. So what we're going to do right now is to go ahead, let's cut this off, then let's paste it right here. Good. So let's pull in all of this, it reads, let's change the fonts to Futura T, Then you use a shape tool to increase the tracking and decreasing. This increase the tracking just like so. Reduce tracking just like that. Then you go ahead and bolding that up. Make the wheel bigger. Good. Bold this. Make it a bit bigger as well. Position this, to the top. Then let's adjust the whole thing just like so. Good. So let's just bring in the logo, reduce it a bit, then position it so well. Good. So right now what we're gonna do is to just copy all of this, paste it right here. Then let's change the whole thing to another font. Then go ahead and bold, make it bigger. Good. Go ahead to use your shape tool, increase the tracking just like so. After that, let's bold that up. Bold that. Then you go ahead to reduce the tracking. After that, go ahead and create an object in between that. Good. Hit F12, taking the half line. Let's make it 1. That's good. Make a copy downward. Make a copy and get to the destination. You right click, make it a bit longer. Likewise, the bottom one, right click, then make it longer. Good. So we are good to go with that. So let's go ahead and just arrange this beneath. Change the fonts. Then you hit hold shift control key on keyboard. Then you hit on page up, automatically snap up. So right now what you're gonna do is to go ahead and arrange this according to. So let's go ahead and just good. The website, then the email. Good. Make it bigger a bit, then position so well just like so. Then you go ahead, let's type the hotel reservation. Let's copy and paste it right here, then enter from here. Bold that all up. Then let's arrange the social media handle just like so. Good. Can you see that? So let's create an indication that point towards the social media handles and all of that. So let's create an arrow, convert to curve, double click right here. That show the indication of an arrow. Then go ahead, rotate that. Then you go ahead, position it so well to fit in. Reduce it a little bit. Then let's move it closer to that. Then let's wet that. Good. So can you see that? Can you see that? So let's make this a bit up. Good. So right now, can you see the outcome of what created so far? So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking on the button below subscribe, and don't forget to hit that like button so that other people can benefit from what we have shared so far. See you in the next video. Bye for now.